Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today is Sunday, April 11th. So it's been about probably 3 weeks again since my last video. This is Floss Tube number 14. And I have lots to share with you. I probably could do it every 2 weeks because I always feel like I end up having so much to share. But at the 2 week mark, I feel like I don't have enough to share. So anyway, so I have lots to share with you today. I have some finishes and I have some whips that I've been working on, and I have lots of plans. Always way too many plans. So anyway, first I'll just start with a little personal update. So I had spring break this week, which was great, but I got lots of stitching done, a little bit of quilting. But I also was helping my daughter. My youngest daughter is graduating from the University of Georgia, go Dogs, with a fine arts degree in printmaking. So she had, when they're art majors, they have an exit show where they show some of their artwork. So she had that. So I went over to Athens, which is about an hour and a half from here, on Wednesday and helped her set it up, and then went back on Friday with the rest of our family to look at her show and everybody else's. And it was really, really fun. So she's excited. She's going to graduate here in May, and then she's going to find a job. But she's thinking about doing some internships in that, and then she might actually go back to grad school. She might take a year off and then go back to grad school. So we'll see what happens. But that was fun. I also got my second COVID shot. And I'm just telling you because I know I'm always wondering how they affect people because I'm nosy. And I always think everything's really wrong with me. So I want to make sure that it's affecting me similar to other people. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you. So my first shot, I had no real side effects at all. The second one, I absolutely did, which they say you will. I got it on Friday morning. And by Friday around 6 o'clock-ish, I was feeling kind of achy. And I thought, uh-oh. And then by bedtime, I was feeling super achy and had a fever. And so Friday night sleeping was rough because you know how you feel like even you have a fever. And I was just achy everywhere, like from my neck down, like just very, very achy. And so Excedrin did help. They said to take Tylenol, but Tylenol didn't really help. Excedrin did help. So if you have that problem, everybody's different, but it really took away the achiness. And so I felt kind of yucky most of Saturday. The achiness went away by Saturday afternoon pretty much, but I got a fever Saturday night again, last night. But I took Excedrin again, went to sleep, and I woke up feeling great today. So I hope you don't have a lot of side effects, but if you do, you just know it's normal if you're getting the vaccine. And of course I looked up and make sure that everything that's happening isn't, that's supposed to happen, and it is. So anyway, that was my week. So let's get started with stitching. Okay. Oh, you know what? Before I get started with this, I just want to, first of all, welcome all my new subscribers. It's great to have you. I'm, excited to be able to share my stitching with you and my quilting. And I also wanted to, excuse me, thank a few people who shouted me out on their videos. So a new person to me was The Gem Stitchery. It's THEJEM Stitchery. So I will link that below. One of her viewers, her name is Megan, I believe, one of her viewers commented on my YouTube video that she came over from there because she had mentioned me. So thank you very much to Megan at The Gem Stitchery. She is a mom with a young child who's going to school, so it's amazing how she gets so much done. I don't know how people with young kids have time to do any hobbies. My kids are all grown up, but I know when they were young, it was rough to get much done, especially if they're young and you're working. I was able to stay home with my kids until my youngest was in kindergarten, so I'm not quite sure how people do that. I work with a lot of young girls who have little kids and, are teachers, and oh my goodness, it's exhausting. So anyway, thank you to Megan. And then, as always, Crafty Cottage Stitches. They have all kinds of cool new stuff they're starting over there. So that's a mom and daughter team, Jeanette and Heather. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. It's Crafty Cottage Stitches on YouTube. And then they both have Instagram accounts. And Heather, who's the daughter, also designs some cross stitch, and has an Etsy store. And that is White House Stitchery. But if you've watched me for a while, you've heard this before. But anyway, and then I really wanted to thank, I got some happy stitchy mail. You know, a while back I was saying on my, I'll show you here. My Roveris Salem 1692 pattern, it uses DMC 310 for the girls, and then for the little frame outlines, it's a different hand dyed, which I couldn't find. So I was using Carriage Black. Well, I was running low on Carriage Black and I couldn't find anywhere. So an Instagram friend who also watches me here offered to send me some that she had, which was so sweet, and she sent it so quickly. So now I have enough to finish my Salem 1692. I have lots of Carriage Black to finish. So thank you to, she is Stitching by the Moon on Instagram. Her name's Michelle. Thank you so much for sending me that. Can't wait to get this finished. So I am working on this on hashtag dark 13 stitching. So the 13th of every month, and then I usually work on it on the 30th and the 31st of every month, because I really want to get some Halloween stuff done. I will talk about mania plans later, but I could do a whole Halloween mania and still not get them all done. But anyway, so thank you so much again to Michelle at Stitching by the Moon. That was so nice of her. Okay, so let's get into finishes. So I was so excited about this one. I had worked on this one like crazy, and I felt like it took me forever. This was the Potting Shed by With Thy Needle and Thread. Jeanette at Crafty Cottage Stitches, and I'm gonna blank now. Oh my gosh, a friend on Instagram and a bunch of other people were working on this, and it took me, I'll remember her name. It took me forever to get it done, it felt like. But I finally did, and I am super happy with it. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up here because I can't believe I am blanking. I wish I recorded on my computer so I could look stuff up on my phone. It would be a lot quicker. But I don't, I record on my phone. So anyway, here is my finish. I made it into a pillow. I have this long dough bowl, which I talked about a long time ago. I got off Etsy, that I had this plan to finish with pillows, and it's still sitting there all lonely and empty. This giant dough bowl. It's like this long. So finally now this is sitting in the middle of it. And I was thinking it would be fun to make some other like vegetable type cross stitches to go in it for the summer. And I have a strawberry one, which I'll show you, which I'll probably put in there too. But I have a tomato one I was going to start. So in plans, I'll show you that. But I'm really happy with how she turned out. It's on a blue Weeks fabric. I can't remember the name of it, but it's just a light blue Weeks. I think it's 32 count. And then here I put this bee fabric on the back, and I stuffed it with polyfill. And then I just followed her directions in the pattern. She gives directions for it. And she says to stuff with polyfill, but then to iron it, to flatten it kind of, which I've never done and I love. So you lay it down and put it pressed. Now I did it on this side, not the stitching side, but you put a pressing cloth down and you iron it. Hold on, I'm just gonna log into my Instagram. This is someone I talk to so much and I can't believe I can't remember her name. I will have to edit this part out. So anyway, so I ironed it and it kind of flattened it out so it's not so poofy, and I really like it. So it's pretty much fully finished. The only thing I'm going to do is I ordered from Lady Create some chenille trim I think I'm going to edge it with. So that just came a couple days ago, so I need to do that. And I'll show you that in my haul. So yeah, really happy with how that turned out. My computer's very slow. All right, here we go, it's coming up. Okay, and then I had showed before, I believe in my other video, I think I showed it, that I finished the Strawberry House. And this is by Little House Needleworks. It's an all dolled up pattern. And there's buttons that you can put on it, but I do not have the buttons and I don't really think it needs it. So I think I'm gonna make that into a pillow also that I can put next to this, or I have a basket I want to put a bunch of pillows in. So I just really need a bunch of pillows to put all this stuff in. Yeah. So anyway, that's one of them. And then, okay, so remember I was starting the hashtag Almost Done April because I had so many, I just wanted to finish some projects before we started Mania, and I have quite a few that are close to being done. So Ginger Shoal on Instagram also was working on the potting shed. If you do not follow Ginger on Instagram, go follow her because she has the most beautiful stitching. Oh my gosh. And she's just stitched so many things, and she's pretty much a monogamous stitcher. So it just seems like she finishes so much. She is also stitching Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. And so I just got all my stuff to start that. So that's in my plans too. But yeah, Ginger Shoal on Instagram. Check her out. That's what I was trying to look up. Okay. So anyway, so we've got Strawberry House. Gonna make that into another pillow. And then, oh, like I was saying, Almost Done April. So this was my first week of Almost Done April. And I finished it. And I mean, in fairness, there wasn't a ton on this to be done when April started. I just had to finish up some of the border, and I had to finish the sign. So I knew I could get that done easily. So I wanted to start myself off knowing I'd be successful. So that was week 1. Week 2 then, I had started In My Garden from Blackbird Design sewing book a long time ago, and then put it aside, and I hadn't worked on it. So I finished that already. So that had until April 14th to be done, and I'm already done. So then my third week was going to be my caterpillar cross stitch positivity rules. So let me show you. I got In My Garden done. Sorry, I'm kind of skipping all over the place. Here it is. And in the book, it says to make it into a drum, which I actually think I'm going to do. I think this took me a while to finish, not because, I mean, this is on 28 count vintage country mocha, and it was easy and everything. I just don't love the colors. I don't know why. I used pretty much all the called for, either DMC or the called for hand-dyed. I don't know, it's just a little blah to me. So I guess I'm not a huge Blackbird color lover, all the colors they choose sometimes. I want them a little bit brighter. But anyway, so I am going to make it in the drum, and I'll probably just keep it in my sewing room. I think I'm going to put a tiered tray here and put little sewing pillows and stuff in it. So I'll show you the drum as they have it in the book. Sorry if you hear Hazel, she's barking to come in. They're all outside. My whole family's still here, but they're all outside helping my husband work in the backyard and gardening. And she's out there with, all the dogs are out there, but she knows I'm doing this, so she wants to come in. So there's the drum. So I never made a drum before, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that was week 2's finish of Almost Done April. And I know Jeanette and Heather were working on some things for that also, which was very nice to see. And if you are trying to work on any whips that you're trying to finish up this month, you know, make sure to post them. If you have an Instagram account, post them on Instagram with the hashtag Almost Done April, or tag me. I'm Stitching is Elementary on Instagram as well. So that was week 2 finish, and then I started working on Positivity Rules, which ended a long time. It was one of their stitch-alongs from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, which is in the UK, and I just kind of stopped on it. I don't know why. So this is on, I believe this is, it's either 16 count or 18 count Aida that I dyed myself, and there were 5 parts to this. And so when I picked it back up, all I had done was the purple and the second blue, the darker blue part of the rainbow. So I started this yesterday morning, and I did the aqua part of the rainbow, the green part of the rainbow, a little bit of the red, and the cloud. The cloud's taken me a while. There's a lot of stitching in that little cloud. And I decided to make a silver lining, so I used some DMC sparkly silver, like floss, to do the outline of the cloud. And then I used 2 colors of DMC, a purple and a periwinkle, to do the actual cloud. It just calls for purple, but I decided to add a periwinkle color in there. So I still need to, after I finish the cloud, I need to finish the red part of the rainbow. And then over here, there's some stars and a moon I need to put in. And then that is part 4, I think. And then I have part 5, which is more words down here to finish. And then I'm done. So if you recall, if you've watched me before, I was going to finish this off cute, kind of Priscilla-fy it, and then put it on a wreath and put it on my door at school, my classroom door. So I thought it's nice colors for school. So this I had until April 21st, so the 3rd week in April to finish. So I should definitely be able to get that done by then. So since I, was kind of ahead on my self-imposed April plans, I also worked, whoops, my water over. I also worked on Sew by Row. I didn't get a lot done because this is a lot of stitching, but I got some. So it's Sew by Row, which was a stitch along with the Fat Quarter Shop, which I got way behind on again. I had just the floss pack, the week's floss pack that, it's a mess, that Fat Quarter Shop sold. The only thing I changed was I changed the light green that they gave you in the pack to Granny Smith, because my greens just were too close to each other. So I've talked about that in other videos, but they gave you 2 greens, but they just didn't look right on, the 2 greens I got, the dye lot, were just really close. So I just changed one of them out to this Granny Smith, which I really liked a lot better. And also, I went to a sit and stitch at our local quilt shop the other day, and we made these cute little bitty boards for our cross stitch bags, keep with each project. So I need to practice more. The back's kind of a mess. But it's so nice to keep your floss on. So this was, I think, 5 inches, and it's just foam board cut out, and then you just glue on the batting, and then you just make this little edging by, you get, I think it was a 2.5 inch piece of fabric that you fold in half, like you fold it in half, and then that crease in the middle you fold both sides in, kind of like you're making binding, kind of. But Lori Holt has a video on how to make these because it was her idea, and she sells them already pre-made, but she shows you in a video from a long time ago how to make them. So yeah, but they're really nice to hold that floss in, so it's not just all over the bottom of my bag. So if you'll recall, I had the sewing machines done, and I had one of the stars done. Well, not totally done. I realized they have middles, which I totally hadn't realized before. But let me get my board out here. So yeah, so I got some more. I have 2 stars done except for the middles, and then I'm working on this 3rd star. So that's it, but that actually takes a lot of time. Just that doesn't seem like a lot, but I stitched on this for, looking at my calendar, 3 or 4 days. Yeah, 3 or 4 days, and that's all I got done. So, but I was trying to finish up the In My Garden. So I didn't stitch on this till after I finished that. So I worked on that a little bit, and then I pulled out Cross Stitch Nation, because Lori Holt had started this as a stitch along on her birthday, I think back in February. And I had already started a teeny bit of it. So I pulled it back out to work on, but I only worked on it that day, and then I didn't work on it again. So I really wanted to get some stitches in on that. So it is by Heartstring Samplery, Cross Stitch Nation, which now they've come out with that Floss Tubers one. So I thought these 2 would be cute together, so I got that one. You'll see in my haul. And I thought somebody I was watching, no, it wasn't the Gem Stitchery, somebody else. Oh, Punky Pearls, that's another new floss tuber to me. Punky Pearls, I'll put her down below too. She works on a lot of stuff that I like similar kind of stuff. And so I really enjoyed her videos. But she was saying that she was doing a, like, I don't know what you call it, stitch along or stitch exchange with some other floss tubers, where they were all starting that pattern, and then they were doing one of the girls and then sending it to another friend on Instagram or FlossTube, and they were stitching one of the girls, and so they were each going to stitch one of the girls, which I thought was a really cool idea. I really like that. So anyway, so Cross Stitch Nation, I got a little bit more. I got that top border done, and I just got a couple letters in. But I was just glad to get that top border done because I really wanted to get on to the girls. But I'm not good at skipping around. Like, I need to get one whole section done. I don't know, it's my A-type personality. And now I'm going to want to get all the letters done. and then I'll move to the girls. I see people like do a little of the border, then do a little of the other parts of the design, which I think is a really good idea. I just can't seem to make myself do it. But so here it is. I have the whole border done. And I am changing the colors on this for a lot of the things. It's similar colors, just a little brighter red and green than what's called for in the pattern. And this is a brown, and I think it is, I am using the called for that. It is, let me find a Picnic Basket. Picnic Basket by the Gentle Art I found is one of my favorite browns. I really like it. So I had a bunch of that, so I'm using that for the letters. And then the girls, I changed all their dress colors to make them really bright. And I'm stitching this on 16 count. Picture this plus Ada. And it's like a grayish brown. I can't remember the name of it. A real light taupey grayish brown. Yeah, I don't have the tag on it. There used to be a tag too, but anyway, I used to only do Ada until I learned how to do linen, but I don't like stiff Adas, so picture this plus is really soft, so I really, really like it. I also recently got some fabric from the Fat Quarter shop, which I think I showed in my last video. I can't remember if it's Fiberlicious. I can't remember right now, but their Ada was really soft also. Okay, so I worked on that. And then you're probably all wondering, what about Anniversaries of the Heart? I have stalled on Anniversaries of the Heart, but I need to get March done. I'm not even done with March. I haven't started April, but I've picked the floss for April. So I think I'm going to start April just to get it started, and then I'll keep going back and working on March whenever I have a little extra time so that I don't get completely behind. So that's my plan, that even if I'm not done with the month before, I'm still going to put the border in for the next month and start it, and then just go back and work on the parts that I don't have done in the other months. So I was doing so well, but I just kind of, I see these stitch alongs and quilt alongs and I just have to do them. I just have a really hard time telling myself no. So I will show you my progress here. And if you've watched me before, I've talked about I'm changing all the colors, similar colors to what's in the pattern, but just what's from my stash. And some of them I've changed a little bit more significantly than others. But here is, so January, so it's block 1, block 2, and then here is block 3 for March. Here is, I have part of the house stitched, and the pot and the vine. So I'll show you that up close. I am using like a purpley color instead of the brick color for the house. I am using, not dried plum, where is it? Harvest Basket is the beigey color in the house, and then for the purpley color, instead of the brick, I'm using Sable by Victoria Motto, which is a super dusty lavenderish color. So yeah, so that's all I've done. So I did pick my flosses for April. So here is the April block. It is Pink Manor. And I put them on a separate ring on here so it would be easy to find. And here we go. So I'm kind of keeping all the flosses I use, and I try to incorporate some of the flosses I've used in previous months with the current month. So here are my colors for April. I'm using for the house Red Pear, because I had bought that for something else, a Weeks Dye Works Red Pear, and it really wasn't the color. I needed a real red, and this was too pinky. But it really, I think, goes perfect with, it's what it looks like the house is in the picture, you know. So I went with that, because I already had bought 2 skeins of it. And then for the roof, I'm going to do Chris's Bonbon, which is like a real deep muted burgundy. And I won't go through all the colors now, but for the flowers where it's light pink, it's Victoria Motto Almost Peach. And then there's just some greens and some browns, a little yellow that's in the flowers too, but it's mostly those pinks. So yeah, those are my colors for that, and I'll talk more about that when I get started on it actually. So I'm trying to keep up, but I do need to play some catch up on that. There's just too many fun things to stitch. And to quilt. And speaking of quilting, I am actually not going to do a quilting update in this one. I'm going to do a separate video, which usually I keep them together But I have a lot kind of to show. I don't want this video to be too long. And I am waiting for my best friend's quilt along quilt. I had finished piecing the top, which I don't know if I ever even showed that. I think I did, but I'm not sure. So I am waiting to get that back from the quilter. In fact, she just texted me on here. So I actually took that to a quilter to be quilted. And it's done, and I need to pick it up either today or early this week, and then I'll do a quilting update video. Okay, so those are all my whips. If you want to know any information about the colors I used for anything or the fabrics and I didn't tell you, just ask me, comment below, and I will answer that. Made me think of that because I didn't show you the flosses. These were the flosses for the potting shed. So my pillow. Those were the flosses I used, and I totally pretty much changed up all those colors. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so those are all my finishes and whips. So now let's go to plans and haul. Put this all away. Okay, so I try to put things in baskets to kind of, usually it's like laying all over my table and they fall all over the place, so this makes it a lot easier. Okay, so I guess this month, I don't know who started it, but somebody started the hashtag Americana April. And so I have really been in the mood for patriotic Americana stuff and Halloween. Why am I in the mood for Halloween right now? I don't know, but I have been. I seem to start to get in the mood for it now, and then come summer, I'm really in the mood for it. So I think I said this before, in June, I'm going to try to stitch like all Halloween. June and Halloween, or Halloween in June, Christmas in July. Yeah, so that's the plan. But for Americana April, I am going to start, which I just said, with Ginger Shull on Instagram, who's making it. She inspired me to start it. Although I've been looking at it for a long time, I've just never bought the bullet, bit the bullet and bought it. Is Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. It's so pretty. It's just gorgeous. And I love the strawberries. When it first came out, I was like, look at those strawberries. So it kind of goes along with the hashtag Strawberry Social. And there's another strawberry hashtag too, I think, out there, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, Jeanette and Heather at Crafty Cottage Stitches have a hashtag Strawberry Social, and they're just making all kinds of strawberry stuff. So yeah, so this kind of goes with that too. So it goes with that and Americana April. So I am using the called for fabric. It is Tin Roof, but I think, I don't know if she called for 30. Let me see. She did 35 count linen, but I'm doing it on 30 count linen. So it's 30 count Tin Roof. I think that's by weeks. Yeah, by weeks. So that's my fabric. And then my flosses are kind of all over the place. I had some of them. I've been collecting them for a while, but then I needed to get some DMCs, so I just got the rest of the DMCs yesterday. So here are, let me get that board back out, the flosses. So these are all the ones I already got on floss drops. So blues, burgundies, browns, and then a whole bunch of DMC. So she calls for some hand dyeds and some DMC. So there's the DMC. So here we go. So I haven't stitched on this color fabric before, so I think this will be fun. It's a little darker. But yeah, so I plan on starting that. I'm probably going to start that actually today. And I have no plans to get it done anytime soon. But I'm going to get it started because it's a pretty big one. It is 288 by 292. So I think it's going to end up being like 26 by 26 on this fabric. I think that's what it is. I was jumping between 32 and 30 count, and on one of them, obviously it was going to be a little smaller than the other, but they were both pretty big. So that's a plan to start. Also, I've had this pattern for a long time and wanted to start it. Agnes Platt Strawberry Sampler booklet, and it has, this is Agnes Platt Strawberry Sampler. This is called the B-Skep, which is what I really want to start. So Jeanette was saying that she was going to start this. So I was like, oh, well then I have to start it too. So I pulled my floss and my fabric this morning and I am ready to start. So I am going to stitch it on. I had gotten a piece of this Nikki's Creations Old England 32 count hand dyed linen. I'll show you. Here's the tag. And it's just kind of a creamy linen, really wrinkled because it's been all folded up. But yeah, so that's kind of the color I'm going to use. And then some of the flosses I had that she called for. Some I substituted really close ones that I had. And then I actually did order a couple from the Fat Quarter shop that they had in stock. So no hurry, I'm sure I won't. There's lots I can stitch until I get those. So here's kind of the flosses I've chose on the fabric. Yeah, so I'm going to start that here this week sometime. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And I would love to make all these. Even this little pillow is so cute. This is really big, but it's really pretty. So yeah, but this one actually isn't as big as I thought. So hopefully it won't take too long. I mean, that house is going to take a while. But yeah, so that is another new start I am planning on. And I have it in my So Much to Love bag. I love her bags. I will someday make some more project bags. I've been watching a lot of videos on how to make these kind of project bags. So that's coming up here someday. I thought I might get to it on my break, but I didn't. But anyway, I actually ordered another one from her that has little whales on it. That's so cute for summer stitching. Okay, so then some other plans that I have. Well, first let me show you this one. So I haven't talked about this in a while because I haven't stitched on it in a while. So I had started Heloise Cornu 1896 reproduction sampler, which I love so much. I love those pink flowers, which I always say. I'm 40 count. I thought, well, I'm going to stitch on 40 count. And then I quickly realized I don't like stitching on 40 count. I have to use my magnifier and my readers. And I don't like having that magnifier between me and my stitching. I just don't enjoy it. So I have made a decision. I don't think I said this before, but I'm only stitching on 32 count. That's as high as I'm going. 32 count, and when I can, 25 count Ugana, because I love that. So for my samplers, it's going to have to be 32 count. So I am going to restart this on this 32 count. Oh, do I have the name of it? I ordered it from Fire Poppies. I think it's called Cream and Sugar. Yeah, Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim. So I'm going to restart it on that. Here are the flosses. Hopefully I'll get to restarting that soon, but we'll see. And I've showed the flosses before. It's all DMC. But yeah, I think that's going to be really pretty. And I'm going to enjoy it so much more, which means I'll actually stitch on it. Because this I just was never getting to stitching on because I just dreaded it. I didn't want to do it. So that is another plan I have. I need to get back to that. And then I'm really in the mood. Like I said, I finished that potting shed for that bowl. And I really want some more to go next to it. So I thought some tomato-y, not sewing really ones, but tomato, just vegetable-like ones would be fun. I'm stitching with the Housewives, have some cute seed packet ones. I even thought those would be cute in that bowl next to them. But I also got from Sub Rosa Designs on Etsy, Tomato Harvest, which I think that would be really cute. They're, you know, it's not a stitching theme, it's tomato one, but it's just tomatoes. So I really would like to start that, like, you know, today, but I already have a lot to start, so we'll see sometime soon for my little bowl there. But then I also got Tomato Season, which would go with my plans for Mania from Sub Rosa Design. So you just get PDFs from her, but all her, oh, she has so many beautiful designs. So she is on Etsy. So if you haven't checked out Sub Rosa Designs, definitely check her out. I love her stuff. So yeah, so I have that. I would love to start. And then like I said, I was also in the mood for patriotic. So I have some, I really want to have a bunch of little patriotic pillows. Ginger I was talking about on Instagram. If you go check out her Instagram, she has all kinds of little displays of little pillows, and I just love the little pillows. So I have a basket sitting by my fireplace, like an aqua blue distressed basket. I thought a bunch of little patriotic pillows would be cute in there. So I had pulled out some stuff I had, trying not to buy anymore. So I have this Liberty Eagle pin cushion and sampler. So here's the pin cushion. So I was thinking of doing that by Blackbird Designs. I also have Sweet Land of Liberty, which I know a lot of people have been talking about. So I'd like to either start this one. I don't know, all of them. There's this one. They have so many little ones in here that are so cute. I really would love to do all of these, but there's also this one. So this is In Full Glory. And this book is available, I believe, because I think they re-released it last year. This one's American Eagle. And these are all pretty small. Like this one is 93 by 114. So definitely could be cute little pillows. And then this one is Sweet Land of Liberty. And I love the way she finished it, but I'd probably just make it into a pillow. Yeah, so one of those I'd like to start. I also, this book has been re-released, Souvenirs of Summer. And when I got it, a friend of mine who happened to have two sold it to me. So I got it up last year, I guess. And this guy is real little, so I would love to stitch him to have a pillow of him. And then this alphabet. Now this wouldn't be a pillow, but I think that's so pretty. Let me show you a bigger picture. I love that. And then the one that everybody seems to really love out of here. But there's just so many good things. I mean, there's even, look at that cute little, that could be a small basket with a flag in it. Oh, this one. This is Summer Jubilee. So pretty. So I would love to do that sometime as well. Look at that frame too. That's gorgeous. So I want to make some little patriotic stuff. So we'll see what I get to with that. I also have this one, but this is a lot of stitching. It's small, but Let Freedom Ring by, who's it by? Abby Rose Designs. And I think she has a house for each season. But look at that stitching in that house. That's a lot of stitching. So that actually would not be quick, I don't think. But it's really pretty. So I would love to start that. Some vegetable stuff, some patriotic stuff. And then this, I just received the fabric for, so I'm just going to get your opinion on it. So I have been following someone on Instagram that had shown this pattern, the 7 Sheep Sampler. And I loved hers. It was beautiful. And so she said she stitched it on Extrude Designs Morning Coffee. So I couldn't find that anywhere. So I just went on Extrude Designs site on Etsy and I ordered it from her from Hungary and it came. It took maybe a month to come, so that's not too bad. And it looks like morning coffee. It's beautiful. I ordered a huge amount of it because I wanted to have enough. But I'm not sure I like it with the floss for this. I feel like it might be too dark. So here are the flosses. So I don't know, what do you think? Do you think that's too dark with it? Let me show you just the browns because the rest of the colors are fine. It's just the browns I'm worried about. So here are the 2 browns that would be in it. I don't know if that's enough contrast or if I'd like it on something lighter. I mean, I guess it is. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with reproduction samplers. So let me know if you think that would be pretty on there or if I should go with something lighter. Not too light, but just a little bit lighter, maybe. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm just kind of holding off on that one because I'm not sure what to do, but I do love that. I was thinking this would even something Americana would be really pretty on this as well. It is gorgeous. I love Extrude Designs fabrics, and that is a 32 count. So those are my plans for next couple weeks. And then in Mania, I had talked about in my last video that I wanted to do a sewing bee mania. So I'm going to use a hashtag, hashtag sewing bee mania, and I'm going to work on either a sewing theme project or a bee theme project because I have so many of those. So I picked out one bee project and one sewing theme project for each week in May, and I'll show you what I plan on doing. So for my bee ones, I have Hands-On Design Humble Honey. I just love this one. It's so cute. And that's small, so that'll be kind of quick, I hope, that week. And then this is Plum Street Samplers Lesson 3, but it says, the daily labors of the bee awake my soul to industry. So it's got like a bee theme. And she uses some purples in there, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. When I'm looking at the floss colors, I'm not sure which of those is purple, but it looks like there's some purples in there. So that'll be 1 week. So what I plan on doing, if I didn't say this before, is 1 bee pattern, 1 sewing theme pattern each week of May. I was going to start. So that's 1, 2. So I need 4 of each. So here's number 3, The Beekeeper by Plum Street Samplers. And I love this one. I love this lady, and I love this big, I don't know, pedestal bowl, the bee hive in it. So cute. So that'll be 1 week. And then finally I'm going to start my Honeybee Hill. I think I'm going to start this one, but I'm not sure. I love that. But I love the little pillow is really pretty too. So we'll see. So those are my 4 bee projects for Mania. And then for my sewing, I picked 4 projects, but I also picked out some little smalls that I might sprinkle in here and there. So the 4 bigger ones, not real big, but just a little bigger than the smalls, is Mice in the Sewing Room. I've wanted this one done forever. I want them all done forever. So cute. And then Java Girl Stitches had shown this finished, and ever since I really just love it. It's by Plum Street Samplers also. Count twice, stitch once. I love the girl in this. She's so cute. I think you can see that. Oh, little glare. Yeah. And then this is Little House Needleworks Traveling Stitcher. So it's kind of like a little project keeper, but I think I'm just going to make it and put it on the front of our project bag. I think, let me get real close. So it's cute. It says, wherever I go, whatever I do, I'm never alone, my stitching comes too. So that's perfect for a project bag. And then there's this little one up here says needles, so you can make a little needle book out of it. This does not come with the pattern for this thing, so that's why I figured I would just do a project bag and a needle book out of that. And I do have some of the flosses in there. And then I had asked for this, and my daughter got this for me a couple Christmases ago, and I felt so bad I haven't done it yet. And it's super cute. It says, A Stitcher Lives Here by Little Dove Designs. And I think I would do it in exactly those colors. I love those colors. Yeah. So those are my main sewing theme projects. And then I found these little ones I had, and I thought, well, if I have time, these wouldn't take very long. Needle and Thread by Heart and Hand. Cute. And then Lizzie Kate, Life's a Stitch. I think this one would be pretty quick. It's really little. She's on the back too. And then the Prairie Schooler Pins and Needles, which this one I will warn you is hard to find. If you put it in an eBay search, you know, it'll come up and tell you. But I love all those little smalls. Yeah, so if I have time, I will start some of those also. So that's what I'm going to do for Mania. So it'll be hashtag sewing bee, BEE Mania. So if anybody, you know, also has a lot of sewing and bee theme that they want to stitch along, use that hashtag, and then I can see what you're stitching. Okay, so I think all we have left is haul, and I might get this in almost under 45 minutes. So if you're not interested in the haul, I totally understand. That's why I saved it for the end. I even thought about doing a separate video, but since I'm going to do my quilting in a separate one, I figured I would do this one. So hopefully my video doesn't stop. It's being really good right now, but we have like a minute to 45 minutes, so we'll see how it goes. So I had ordered some trims from Lady Dot Creates. This is the one I had wanted to use on my potting shed. So this is, what's the color? I don't see the name of the color on here, but it's like a green color, and it's chenille trim. So I was going to put that along the edge there. I thought that would look nice. And then, because you know you got to get free shipping, so I got vintage chenille also. It's like a vintagey cream color, and sizzle chenille, corally red color. And then I got some of her pom-poms. So I got polar ice kind of mini palm. Union, which is like a royally blue color mini palm. And Wizard. I figured for Halloween I could use this for something. It's like a purpley plum mini palm. So yeah. So that'll be fun to use. I have to figure out how to put the mini palms on. I know the chenille you just sew right on the edge. Mini palms, I think there's something else you have to do, but we'll have to figure that out. And then, because, you know, I don't have enough Halloween patterns, I got from Cherished Stitches, this says, Hocus Pocus, I sew, S-E-W, need coffee to focus. So I thought by my coffee bar that'd be really cute come Halloween time. There it is, Cherished Stitches. And then this one is by Homespun Elegance. I think that's the site I got these off of, was Homespun Elegance on Etsy. And this is, which is a Trick or Treat Parade. I love all those little witches. So cute. Which also make another cute little pillow. Right, yeah, it's only 102 by 41. And then this one by Ship's Manor, and I've never heard of this designer, but it's called Dark Cheery Halloween, and it says, a witch's garden, dark and prim, a pumpkin with a cheery grin. It's Halloween, let the fun begin. And I thought that was really cute. So yeah, so those were some of the Halloween patterns I got. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, and then I had my pre-order from, what was it called? It wasn't, I can't remember the name of it. The stitching, you know, normally they have the market for stitchers, and I don't even remember the name. I'm totally blanking on that. But this was an online market for all the new releases for stitching. And I ordered a bunch of, I pre-ordered some things, and so that's what's next. Okay, I'm gonna go into that. This is another one of my bags though. I have in here a sampler I want to start eventually. It is by Jean Farish. It's the Roxy sampler, which I don't think I have a picture that I can show you. I think I just have the chart. Let me see. Oh, and there's that one. Okay, I was looking for another one that I couldn't find, and now I found it. Well, I can show you this. It just shows you the flosses that you would use, but it's Roxy by Jean Farish, and there's some strawberries in it too, and it's a big sampler, but it's really, really cute. So here is the floss, so a bunch of DMC, pretty DMC colors. It calls for Cosmo, but she gives you the DMC conversion, and I could not find any of the Cosmo colors around me. And then also from Fire Poppies, it calls for, I had ordered this linen from Fire Poppies. It's Victorian Sponge Lake 30 count linen, which is the called for this Roxy stitch along. And so Jean Farish has an Etsy shop, and she does videos on YouTube, and she really teaches a lot about cross stitch and needlework, which is great. She goes very in depth on teaching you about how to do things. So this is a design from her, and she actually has videos on how to do things. When you buy the design, it comes with a video about how to stitch certain parts. I don't know, I haven't even watched it yet, but yeah, this is the linen, the vintage sponge cake. Yeah, so someday I will start that. I'll put that in my pretty. This is the other bag I had gotten from So Much to Love on Etsy. Cute, cute. Okay. So, and then another Halloween one I had got from online from Whistlestop Stitcher was Midnight at Raven Manor, which I just love. So I have to pick a fabric for this. I got all the flosses, which I don't have here to show you, but I think that's so, so cool. So Whistlestop Stitcher, it also has an Instagram. That's where I saw this. And she has an Etsy shop. Okay, so then for my, whatever they called it, pre-order, oh, there's just so many things. This I ordered with my pre-order. Okay, so I got this floral heart from a seller on Etsy, which I think is so gorgeous. And it's actually a little kit, so it comes with all this to make it pretty. But I ordered from this same lady, Jelly Bean Jubilee, which this wasn't a pre-order. This was already available, but it didn't come until now because we were waiting for this. So I'll stitch these for next Easter. I really do need some spring stitching. I do not have much at all. Then I ordered a bunch of stuff from 2 other Etsy sellers. Sorry for the crinkling. These were all from Double Cross Stitcher on Etsy, which I love her. She is so good about keeping you informed. If your stuff is not able to ship right away, she lets you know. And she's just really nice to work with. Great customer service. So that's the Double Cross Stitcher on Etsy. And I'll just go through these real quick. Lions, Tigers, and Trims. Oh my. It's a collaboration with Lady Dot Creates, and it's by Erica Michael Designs. And it's for a, what do they call it? For a roll, like a sewing roll, I guess, and pin cushions. So yeah, here's the back. So you can make that. I thought that was really cute. We'll see if I ever make it, but cute. And then Blessings Be More by Erica Michaels. It says, may your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. And then the one I was talking about, Floss Tube Friends by October House Fiber Arts. And this one's by the Nebby Needle. It's a Stitcher's wallet. I just thought it was really pretty. Shows how you make it on the back. Oh, I love this. And apparently there's another one of these that was released before, but Francis 1863, and it's like a sampler that you, the lighting is weird, that you make into this bunny. So cute. I hope you can see that. Let me take it out of the bag. It just looks dark. The picture is, it's called Home Sweet Home by Poutini. I had never heard of them, but I thought it'd be really cute if I could make it say Classroom Sweet Classroom. But that would be a lot of changes because that's a lot more letters. So we'll see. And then this one's also by the Nebby Needle. Into the garden I must go to quiet my mind and free my soul, which I always think about my husband because he loves to garden. So I thought that was nice. I do too, but not as much as him. And then I thought, I've seen a lot of people doing band samplers, and the blue and white got me in this one. This is Renaissance Band Sampler by Works by ABC. So I thought that was really pretty. And then this sampler, Elizabeth Cooper 1866 by Fox and Rabbit Designs, I really, really liked. And I liked it all, but I really love this dog in the middle. And I think I might even change the verse. It's just a verse about religious things, which they often are from a lot of reproduction samplers. The verses are religious. It says, "'Tis religion that can give sweetest pleasures while we live. 'Tis religion must supply solid comfort when we die." So I may change it actually to something to do with dogs, because the dog is so prominent in that. This looks very similar to my daughter's dog. So we'll see. But I love all the motifs in it, and I love that border. It's really pretty. So yeah, Elizabeth Cooper, 1866. And it is, how big is it? 155 by 187, so it's not that big. Okay, so that was from Double Cross Stitcher. I got that wrong, didn't I? Yep, Double Cross Stitcher on Etsy. And then I got some from a shop in California, and I don't think it's on Etsy, but they're from California. I don't think I have it written down here. No, but this one I thought was really cool. Actually, it's from Mad for Minders. Yeah, that's who it was. So she sells needle minders, but she also has some patterns. And this one is called, let me take it out. This is a company I had never heard of before. It's Keslin's, and it's Cross Stitch Fun. I love that little cat down there, and you could work on it for a long time. Or you could pull some little motifs from it and do those. So anyway, I thought it was neat. So this is an all one color, and on the back they show it in different colors. And then this is a new company, design company I'd never heard of, My Big Toe Cross Stitch Designs, and they have some funny like whimsical sayings, which I thought were cute. So this one is Take Each Day One Stitch at a Time, and they have lots of stitching sayings if you've never heard of them. And then this one, they have a bunch that I thought would be cute to stitch up for my kids. So it's like a Christmas present. So I had gotten one that I think I would do for my son. It's in my defense, I was left unsupervised. And we've teased him forever because even as a little kid, he was always breaking things and trying to see how things worked, and he'd take them apart. And anyway, and then this one has dog paws, and his dog is a puppy, like was destroying everything all the time. So he kind of has that reputation. So I thought that would be funny. Then they have another one I haven't gotten yet that says there's nothing to fear but fear itself. And then at the bottom it says, and spiders. And my one daughter is terrified of spiders, so I thought that'd be funny. And then for my oldest daughter, there's another one that I just found that I thought would be good. There's also one about loving dogs that would be cute for her, so I have to pick those out. So anyway, my Big Doja Designs has some funny, and they have some inspirational text designs as well. And then I think it was Everything Cross Stitch. You know how they have sales, different sales each week? They had it on Rosewood Manor patterns. So I got this Red Rhapsody because I've been seeing everybody do their red work samplers, which I would love to do, but I think I would probably do it in blue. So like cobalt blue maybe. So yeah, that was really pretty. And then this one is called the Black Lace Sampler, which I think is so cool. All that black lace. I mean, that would take forever, but I love it. And then this last one is called Something Blue. And I don't know, just thinking of my daughter's wedding made me think of, when I saw Something Blue, I was like, ooh, let me buy that. But it's really just an alphabet. But I guess you could put the wedding date in there, which would be cool, and their initials. And it's cream on a blue background. So, and then the last two things were just a couple things I got from Fat Quarter Shop and one from Amazon. I'll show you that one first. So, you know, I have the Hawk Run Halloween, which I want to begin working on. But then on Instagram, they had the, on Instagram, somebody had just finished this, and I can't remember who it was, but Houses of Hawk Run, and hers was just beautiful. And so I thought, oh, let me get that, and I can alternate between those two. Beautiful. Maybe once I get Anniversaries of the Heart done next year, maybe this will be my focus for the following year. And then my stitch cards came. I'm in the club. So these ones were cute little farm animals. I really like those. Excuse the motorcycle. My husband's home, which I should probably finish this up because he went and got subs for us. And then I got Hands-On Designs, Let's Talk Spring, and some 32 count Lugana to stitch it on. I have all the Let's Talks. I haven't started them yet, but I also got, there's a quilt company that has kits to make these little pillows to go along with the pattern. I cannot remember the name of it right now, but I'll link it below. So yeah, I got that, and that is about it. So real quick, the only other thing I wanted to tell you about was donation opportunity. There is an organization here in Georgia called Advocates for Children. And there's a floss tuber named Emily C. And I believe she works for them, but she raises money through a duck derby this time of year. And I'll show you on my computer what it looks like. So you buy ducks, and if you go to this website, and I'll link it below, you can buy any amount of ducks that you want, and you can win prizes. And it's just their way to raise money. And Advocates for Children helps kids and families in need. And Emily C. also is having giveaways. So if you buy the ducks and send her the receipt, she will put your name in a drawing for, she has all kinds of sewing and crafty related giveaways, quilts, fabric, patterns, all that kind of stuff. The people have donated to her, and then she gives away if you donate to Advocates for Children. So I will put all the information about that below. It's a really great cause. I know from working in the public schools in this area that they really help kids and families a lot. So thank you to everyone who is new here. Thank you to all my current subscribers. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button below. And otherwise, have a great week. Happy stitching. Bye.